people that want to have a reset and use EMDR, first of all, EMDR is very powerful.
Yeah.
But it's 10 times more powerful when you've got neuroplasticity. The rate of change, the ability to create fundamental new connections is transformed when you've got neuroplasticity. So the process of EMDR requires 3 things. First of all, it does require the EMDR itself. It does require the bilateral stimulation. And that simulates the whole librarian process that happens when those triggers were first created. Because when you have a trauma, it's during your rapid eye movement sleep afterwards, the night afterwards, where all of the sensory inputs are coordinated by the librarian whilst you're literally doing rapid eye movements. And that librarian process seems to be synonymous with that. And that's when the link between what you were feeling and experiencing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling even at the time, gets linked to the trauma. You didn't know what the outcome was, so it has to link it to an alarm system. When you do EMDR, you replicate the same process as when it was created. You have the thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
You are in a safe place, and that bit is critical. You must be totally relaxed, and then you must do the rapid eye movement. You need all of those 3 components,
right?
And that's when it will happen. If you miss any of those components out, it doesn't happen. And of course, the difficult one is being totally relaxed. Unless you're in default mode network, the reset will not happen. Unless you've got lots of neuroplasticity, it's going to be very hard for the reset to happen. And by the reset, I mean that memory, the unconscious memory, gets unplugged from your alarm system, the one that causes all the hypervigilance and the fight or flight, the panic attacks, the phobias. It has to unplug it from that system and plug it back into a regular memory. I know the outcome. It might have been a horrible outcome, but it didn't destroy me. It wasn't existential. I now know. So all those components are critical. Must be in a safe place. You must be totally relaxed. Totally relaxed. Pulse must be down. You have the thoughts in your mind of what happened, or the sensations that you were experiencing when you had a trigger, probably caused by it, and you need to do the bilateral stimulation. All of those elements are critical, or you don't get a full, good reset.
Right. Can you explain again what you meant by default mode network?
Default mode network. Well, there's various operating systems we have. When we're doing nothing, when we're just thinking and reflecting and totally calm and our pulse is slowed down and there's nothing we need to make happen, just being reflective, we're probably in default mode network. But for some people, they're actually always on the go. There's always vigilance or hypervigilance happening. They're restless. They're always doing something with their fingers or shaking their leg or what. There's always something on the go. They never get to default mode network. Their brain's actually going to whir until it wears out prematurely. So default mode network is the basic network when we're slow. There's another way of expressing, they call it sympathetic nervous system versus parasympathetic nervous system, which is a similar thought. Sympathetic nervous system is when I'm alert, I'm achieving, I want to do something, I'm ready to act. Parasympathetic is when you're not, you're just totally chilled. Some people really struggle to become totally chilled. And so that's why you get some great coaching around meditation and mindfulness and so on. It really works. It's really important. Ironically, the more you develop the cerebellum, the easier it is to get to a completely resting state network.
Wow.
Kind of feels good if you can touch that easily.
I'm so excited. Let me start the program.
Okay.
Yeah.